welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 7 of our Vilitch the Curseling Champions of Chaos campaign. In today's episode we've gone for a little bit of a change of mind here with our battle against Malachi. For what I have done is come on into our Changing of the Ways and dropped off our bit of corruption here in the Forbidden Citadel. If we look around, there are no dwarf armies nearby, at least in the immediate vicinity. They could be over here in Krakadordan. In fact, we could bring Garrison Fjord over to take a quick look. Thank you for the name suggestions for our lords, heroes, and other units. We've got those added on in. Yes, we've got Oldest Hogmog over here. He's a couple turns away, and we can just kind of sit the Fjord boy on the bridge, and maybe we can block any enemies from crossing. That'd be hilarious. Even if it doesn't work out, he's going to sit there and keep an eye out for us. We've also come on in. Where are my other names? Yes, you're down here with the green skin somewhere. Yeah, we've got Dark Pelagius. I didn't add on in the Y's because it just clogged up the screen a little bit, but he is now Adoth Pelagius, even if it looks more like Plagueis. And then we've got over here the Thousand Sons Force of our Chosen. So if you have any other names you'd like to see added, go ahead and please feel free to leave those, and I'll add them in as soon as I can. For our Gifts of Chaos, I think we're going to still leave off the Gifts of Undivided. The extra experience gain for all Undivided units is very nice. Same thing with the Dark Portal here would be awesome, but it is only for Undivided Lords, so that wouldn't work out for Vilitch. And we may only have one actual Undivided Lord. Our guys are all going to be dedicated to Tzeentch proper, but to have a little bit of variance, having one Lord that is unmarked, or at least Undivided, I think will be great. So Roger is going to sit up here. We're going to let the Tzeentch corruption build up, because what it'll do, you can't see that here, but in our other provinces that have it, gives you more Winds of Magic and more ammunition for all your Tzeentch demon units. We actually don't have that many, but still we have, what, 25 and 30 ammo here. I'd like to have as much as possible, because we only have the 2 missile troops. And when we look at Malachi's army, he has lots of guys that outrage. Like these gyro bombers have 143 range, which is more than we have on anything in this army here at all. They've got 90 speed, which is going to be actually faster than our Feral Manticore and our Screamers of Tzeentch if they decide to run. Which is not a lot of fun. The only thing we have that are faster are the Knights of Immolation here, and they will still get shot to pieces before they get too close just because of the magical missiles and the good armor-piercing damage, as well as the suppression. So these gyro bombers are well set up to fight us. We want to make sure we have a couple advantages as well. We've got enough cash that we can probably go ahead and recruit up another Lord and start sending him over. So I think we should go ahead and do so. This time probably grabbing a Sorcerer Lord. We had a higher tier 1 in the Doomkeep. The answer is no. Oh, this is heroes. I'm looking for lords, thank you. Yeah, they're both the exact same ranks. We'll go ahead and grab a hero of... I'd love to go for death, but I don't think you can then dedicate them to Tzeentch. So I guess we could make you our Undivided Lord, and we'll have you be Death Magic. Undivided Authority, or makes them a little bit better at charging around. We'll go ahead and grab Infernal Dominance, that way mine desire is all, Mortal Wrench. Plus, you've got the awesomest glowing eyes. Everyone else hides their face behind these kind of melty masks.
Onward to destruction. Let us corrupt.
Okay, so we have no gifted units at the moment for Egarl. And as far as our ROR goes, we actually have some pretty tough stuff. Not meaning these chromatic aberrations. They're fine early game, but we're past that now in Realms of Chaos. This far in. The likes of Kislev is fielding mostly bear sleds. So we can't snag anything. I mean, I would be happy to grab some Zangors here and bring them over. Or even just a squad of Centaur. This is an undivided army, so this is going to be best with undivided units. We'll come back and figure out what we're going to go ahead and give to them in a moment. Because, truthfully... we may not be able to now. I was preferring to go for the upgrade to the Shaman's Temple. That way we can get the dual blue boys, what are they called? The blue Scribes. Slip my mind for a moment. We need to... There it is. I need to build up that Shaman's Temple, and as soon as that's done, we will have the blue Scribes. Great library is built, and a choice must be made. We'll give them a option out on the battlefield or in our libraries. But either way, they do still join your squad. Alright, wise boy. You are just a hero. So I'd very much prefer you to be up either by Vilitch or ready to join in. So yeah, you've done enough exploring. Let's come on over here towards Chantillion. I think with Vilitch, we're just going to carve a path straight through the Empire here. It's already been slightly damaged, and the likes of Scrag is going to be pretty easy to... His ogres are going to be very, very susceptible to all of our missile fire. So, and missile fire plus high armor and lots of anti-large. So Ventress, the Master of Mods, will go ahead and bring him on down. I'm not going to steal any technology from Castalton just yet, because I'd like him to not get even angrier at us and declare war until we're really ready. Because the only thing that's between us and them are a couple of fairly weak vassals.
I do so enjoy it when a willing abbot comes for his strings.
We got some strings for you, Changeling. How do you feel? He wants a defensive ally. You've got no enemies. That sounds fine to me. This is when he immediately declares war on someone else. Alright, you're willing to offer quite a bit, but also not at the same time. What about 1750? Alright, well, if we take the 50 off? That'll do.
This won't be regrettable.
Oh yeah, I'm sure not. No, you immediately are going to declare war on the Ice Court. Alright, Ellen Delling was down there ambushing, was he? The sneaky Keeblers. Problem is they're dealing with a whole full-on invasion from the Aisling. Or is this, which tribe are you? Bjornling. Aisling and Bjornling look very similar.
You dare!
I do. You're gonna come on over here to join up with this invasion force. Realize that Harry the Hammer is a perfect sub in here with Vilitch. Vilitch, you're also gonna keep doing some kind of boring stuff, so we'll go ahead and gift this to our vassal. But I don't think they'll be willing to pay as much for it as we are going to be paying to actually colonize it, so we'll just go ahead and gift it to them. That would keep moving. We want to spend pretty much no time here at all. There we go. Province secured. Albion. We'll come on in here and grab once more the insights of the void. All of those hidden knowledges belong to me.
Lord Zinch agrees.
Our Lord Zinch agrees. It's time probably to go ahead and grab another marble cult camp. That way we can keep our construction going down. Malachi is taking some attrition already.
I'm busy.
Oh, he's taking a lot of attrition. Youch. And Oldest is just sitting there and allowing it to happen.
Are you a god?
I mean, that's perfect. I don't mind coming on over here if we have the gold to try to assassinate this thing. He's a Groby Nutta. Ah, you failed. Waste me money. Yeah, now we'll sit here and let that Zinch corruption build up a little bit more. We're up to 6% more magic and 10% more ammo. Meanwhile, Malachi attritions.
You need a boon.
Egarl, we'll go ahead and send you... We can actually teleport you up to here. We don't have any gold, though. And I want to bring him with some units. So let's go ahead and just come up to this position, and we'll go and drop into channeling stance. Yoink.
Yes.
Yes. Hello. Points with Fjord. Go ahead and give you training. And I guess that is it. Ventress.
This was expected.
Let's have you continue to explore Kislev here.
Move.
We know the greater strength of what they've got going. It looks like the forces of Castalton have expanded a lot faster than Katerin. I see only a little bit of dark blue in here, and most of this is his color. The Deceiver is being... The Changeling is being strange. He's been raiding the entire game here in Norden. I'm not sure what his missions are telling him to do, or if he's broken, or what's going on. Alright, we'll quit Durlin. We'll come on up to our siege here in the turn.
Your soul is mine.
You are dullards.
You're dullards.
Engaging
What's going on, Conehead?
with me.
He wants military access. I say no. You will be destroyed as well. Oh, good. Vilitch is real good at sailing across the seven seas now.
Get off!
Oh yeah, Malachi, you're taking all of the attrition. What's going on here? Looks like they're merging units to try to avoid it. And now here's Yanni Whitebeard coming on in to try to save the day.
Let me do this.
But can they afford all these units? Only time will tell.
Moving
We'll go ahead
now.
and walk to this bridge.
For the great
See, this attrition thing is working out way better than I thought it would.
touch me again and lose
We're
a
up to
finger.
30 corruption. I mean, we can keep that going. In fact, Skaven, could you come help by attacking... Oh, he's on a war. Okay, fair enough. Being scared of the dwarves or something the Skaven are about. Especially those lesser clans.
You are God.
Are you a god? We at least need one set of aspiring champs pretty much per army. 2 is the real, the sweet spot, I think.
You dare.
I do. Girl, you are going to stay here. For now. You know, no, you actually grab the units we want. We'll go ahead and send you on through. He's going to be mostly a undivided army. Undivided or our mini myriad allies. It's going to take 250 souls to traverse. We'll just go ahead and march.
Ring ruin.
Get the boys on a RoC march. Actually, speaking of, I have been going on walks recently with about 2 mile walks when I can with a good 100 pounds backpack on. That thing is makes you feel exhausted at the end. Granted, I'm going to be upping that as we go along here. So what the plan is, the next couple of weeks we'll try to up it from 100 to 150 and see how that goes. Vilitch. It may just snap my spine in half. We'll find out.
The sea won't stop us.
Vilitch, what are we missing for your army? Chaos Knights, can you go up to Doom Knight? Oh, you so can. We just have 0 cash. Our monies have been drained. Ooh, Vanaheimlings. We should have checked if you guys wanted to trade.
Contest.
You have no money, but that just seems to be the way. I had a comment saying we needed to remember to sell our minor settlements to our vassals. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you for reminding me. I'm betting... Actually, let's find out who has the most money.
Are you after a drink?
Skilla, if I was to give you...
or both?
The Longship Graveyard. What would you say? 2,000. Okay, so before I give it to you, Scaling Tribe. They are more powerful, so they should have more cash.
Enter then.
Is the
Are
idea.
You after a drink, a fist fight,
Alright, so
or
Longship
both?
Graveyard. 2,600. And they don't have much more than that. In fact, they should be giving me even 2,000. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take it. And then since they should be drained on cash, what about the Vard?
Will? Straight to business.
I will
Where
give
shall
you...
we raid next?
Where
the
shall we raid
longships
next?
Are ready.
The Ice Drake Fjord. And you shall give me... Not much, actually. What about then the Sarl again?
My fellow warlords converge. Do
we can't give them the
Kurgan and
Sorrel?
Tong come south?
Okay, fair enough. What about then our last contenders, the
honest,
Vanaheimlings?
I'd rather be raiding.
I can give them the
But
Citadel
you
of Lead
have
and that's
my
it?
time.
Alright, never mind.
To be honest, I'd rather be raiding. But
Before I do that, Scaling
my
Tribe, what are you
fellow
willing to give me
warlords
for it?
converge. Do the Kurgan and Tong come south?
1 coin, because they are now broke. Do the Kurgan and Tong come south? Let's go ahead and give it to the Scaling when they have a little bit more gold. Because they will be getting, since they'll generate more cash, they'll also give us more as a... We get a shave off a percentage of their earnings. Like proper Chaos Lords. Chunk of cash here to upgrade most of our buildings. Chaos does a lot of wasting of their funds. Funnily enough. I'll go ahead and turn these guys into Doom Knights. Absolutely. They lose a bit of their veterancy, but they gain badassery. Also, these Chosen of Tzeentch with halberds. They actually don't gain... Well, because they're gold chevron, so these guys are keeping up with gold chevron Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch. Plus some. Yes, please. Welcome to the squad. We can always downgrade them if we want. And these guys just need 1 more level. I do love that you can actually promote them and turn them into knights as well. The Warriors of Chaos DLC was very well made. Alright, Mod Master. Looks like Stalton is aware of our presence and starting to build squads. Who are you fighting?
In Orson's holy name, you
Rag.
must suffer and...
So maybe we ally with Scrag. At least for a moment.
What is thine will?
Alright, let's go ahead and see where they're weak. They've already taken out the Skaven and Hell Pit, which is both surprising and impressive. Are there any goodies we can drop in here? We can do it for the Muddled Mines. Which, what does this actually do? Ambush defense and leadership. No, probably not. We're just allowing Malachi to attrition on down the old-fashioned way. With 3 choppers... I mean, they lose a chunk of their DPS just right there. Okay, in construction, the vile sorcery of Vilitch is weaved into the foundations of every building. Unlocks bonus research rate effect for Dark Fortress military buildings. Fantastic. So which one actually has... Is it just for all of them in general? Find out. This one gave us 2% here for that maxed up. So it appears to be for just all of them in general. So it gives you 2% per... And it's actual pure military building, so the Profane Sanctum doesn't count because it is a Chaos Sorcerer sorcery building. Anything that is for troops gives you 2% more research rate. That's pretty dang awesome. We don't have that many buildings right now for military, but it looks like we probably have... Yeah, probably just 2 right now. Dark Meditation gives us the Bolt of Change, and 1 additional Gift of Zinch we can have active. We're not quite into the area that we have that many souls laying around. Malignant Totems is better for a undivided run. Souls gained from battle plus 20%. Well then. Don't mind if I do. For bonus versus knights for bonus versus large rather for your Doom Knights. Well, then you have just 25% more barrier hidden in time. I'm sorry, you can make your champions invisible? Why not? Why not indeed? We're going to come on down here to the Culling of the Weak. Just come through pretty quickly here. So the 1,000 Twisted Blessings will make our spawn a little bit scarier. Malignant Totems will be great just for making our Lords recruit a little bit higher rank. And then extra 2 Chaos Corruption for every Gift of Chaos Undivided. So we'll just be spreading our Undivided Corruption that much faster, which will just help out with our control. You there, Jarl.
By the Eldritch I see.
By the Eldritch I see. We'll have you do some channeling up into the Black Gulch. That way we can teleport through the next turn. Undivided is really what we're looking for here. Just grab some Marauders. And then... for the Dawi.
By the Eldritch I see.
We could really use some Furies. Go ahead and grab some more Hounds for cheap and fast moving.
Dominance.
Alright, there was an army here. I don't know if they've decided to go into an ambush or what they're up to, but they have since disappeared. They also could be being attacked by Valky on the other side here and have no choice.
Ready.
Just come to the other side of the bridge. And that will be our turn.
This will only extend my power.
Ooh, it's a multi-eyed bird. Peace treaty with the multi-eyed bird, I think. I mean, normally I would say yes here. In fact, we have so many good relations with the seducers, we're going to go ahead and take this piece for 3k. Yep. Thank goodness that didn't backfire. Village already had an attack order, or at least a move order, and we sent him on in like a kind of a fool. So now we've got Ugrot and Cracktooth here with nothing but trolls and sneaky hits. News is our Shaman's Temple's done, so we have the Great Library is built and a choice must be made, parchment and ink. The Blue Scribes marvel at the vast library before them, eager to fill it to the brim with all manner of destructive magic and abilities. Their bickering, however, is endlessly tiresome. While one yearns to join us on our path of ruin, destroying the mortal world, the other longs for towering halls of your library, eager to continue transcribing their mess of jumbled scrolls in Tzeentch's honor. Though the constant argument has been the cause of several headaches, they do raise an interesting proposition. You could lead these harbingers of chaos into battle, where their records will be written in the blood of your foes, yet perhaps their works better suited to their your libraries. where this collection of occult power is sure to grow under their watch. We could offer them the library to gain cooldown reduction and more winds of magic, or battlefield study giving all of our Tzeentch lords and heroes more experience gain, and mastery of the elemental winds for iridescent horrors, cultists, and lords of change. I'm gonna go ahead and grab them and lead them to destruction. Where are my blue scribes? Are we in trouble because they were on the we were on the sea? Okay, so since we were on the sea, they are now over here at the altar of the Crimson Harvest. Parchments overdue. The blue scribes are eager to wreak havoc upon your enemies, reading spells at random from their scrolls until all is drowning in chaos. Every morsel of magic let loose into the air is another scroll scribbled into being, and another spell etched into life in Zenith's name. With the blue scribes at your side, the arcane power of Tzeentch is always at hand. Every parchment-filled new magics lie at your disposal, certain to make the enemies of change quake in fear. Indeed, the blue scribes are going to come up here and join with probably Roger. We'll come with up here to where Egarl's chilling, and we can teleport through with him. Here are the blue scribes. Any who have never seen them, they've got themselves a great big wide cedar screamer of Tzeentch covered with ink parchment books full of scrolls. One of them has the ability to write every spell but cannot read them, or something along those lines. The other one has the ability to cast every spell but cannot read them. So it's one of them where one of them's reading them out and the other one's casting them, or something along those lines, where one can do the thing and the other one can't. That's why they work together. Otherwise they'd be nigh unstoppable. And as you level them up, you actually unlock more and more books of magic here, all the way into getting some of your cataclysm spells. Each turn you get one, so it's not like you get one for every single battle, you get one for every single turn, because they are... Having won a battle would mean you would never lose a fight they're in. They have that battle changing. Yes, we'll keep Harry with Vilitch, and then the blue scribes can roll with Roger. I'm thinking that is a fantastic combo. We definitely need some more souls here. Malachi's in the underway stance.
Get off!
Immune to most attrition. You're trying to be cheeky, aren't you? It's not working very well, is it? Not at all. Meanwhile, we can actually have ourselves a proper battle with Vilitch here and dive right on into Chantillion. Unless we get cheesed by where we have to go ashore.
Take the high
Over here and then attack them.
Oh,
There we go. We bypassed it. Decisive win, is it? Well, the boys need some target practice, and our flamers are indeed hungry, so let's let them cook. Alright, we will start off by grabbing our pink horrors here. I forget always when I want the pink. The blazing squealers in the middle of our group, that way they can refill ammunition. So we'll go ahead and have Laxo. Then from here, we set up our checkerboard. A little bit less clean and organized than a normal one. We'll scroll down a couple times, give them a square grouping, and also help them absorb a shock from the charges of the trolls if they get hit. So the flamers in between. But also they need to be out of the well. That's not great. We get a better formation here. That works perfectly. Gotta put them in here. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the blazing squealers and switch them. That way they can refill the ammunition on our flamers. Perfect. And then from here we go ahead and set up our infantry. In fact, I might go ahead and further concentrate our missiles here. We lose a little bit of range on these guys, but then everything can be refilled with the pink, the blazing squealers ROR when we need them to. Bring it over here. We got our 1,000 Suns. So let's go ahead and do the aspiring champs in the center. Pretty much nothing is going to break through them. 1,000 Suns on this side. Oh, sorry, the other guys. 1,000 Suns on the other side. The other fellas, which might end up just being their name. Halberdiers on both ends there too. We need to move the whole formation over. Chaos Warrior Halberds because we need them to gain the most experience. And then our Chosen because there are more on the other side. We'll just go ahead and put them here. We want a fairly compact formation, but one where we can have our infantry
Warriors of Vilitch.
hold the line for just a moment while those flamethrowers rip everything to shreds. Get to melting. Pull you guys back just a little bit there. That way they're not as incentivized to just try to push through immediately. Here we go. With this, I'll probably push the Blazing Squealers forward a little bit more, since they are actually much better in melee.
Agents of change.
There we go. We've got our spawn. Which I think we're going to put behind our shield warriors. Kind of further bulk up our line here. 2 knights in the back. And then Vilitch and our hammer. The music that plays when he shows up is kicking into the back. I can't hum it for you. I'd probably get immediately stricken from the sky with a bolt of lightning. And then lastly, our heavy hitters. I don't know if I necessarily want the spawn and knights rolling together, but we'll make it work here. And the battle begin. Yep, so we'll go ahead and just pull our units. Can't get the indecision too much here. We'll do about this position. Doom Knight's gonna have take this flank. Village advance and just start throwing blue fire at fools. I don't know that they have any spellcasters over there. I think it's just melee heroes if they have any. We'll still drop that just to be cheeky. Here we go, run out front, Village. Time to start throwing the blue fires overcast at pretty much whatever you can. Try to hide their trolls in the woods. We'll just chuck it at the war boss. Aha, it was a fake. Hit the river trolls. Have our boys move up alongside these rocks here, since they were actually blocking them. Our troops are mostly very short range, so another fake. Unless I broke Village. We tried to cast at the wrong time. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. We can use some pink fire to blend up these gobos, so our flamethrowers don't have to spend too long going after them. Old strategy, Cotton. See if it pays off for him. Doom Knights, come on in. They should be getting turned into paste. We'll go ahead and lower the leadership on everything here. They're going to charge in and get mulched. Doom Knights, get ready. In fact, we'll go ahead and have you guys just start taking out the archer groups from the back line just so we can save our barrier a little bit. On in. Chosen in. Drop the hammer. River trolls, paying the toll. Village, we need to cast use some more spells. Sword of the anti-heroes here. We go for some Gate of Tzeentch behind on these poor fools. Weaken everything in that group. Two knights descend. Pretty much one unit can stop up a couple of these archers at the same time, as we can see here. Glorious. When those two vortex spells working pretty well together, and as soon as they turn to run, they are uber doomed. Step on in, Village. Flamethrowers are cooking both of the individual flanks of enemies there. Good Storm of Fire. I don't think we need it though. I guess we could on all these guys as they run. We'll Storm of Fire on them as they come through. Get in there, Harry. Village, Thalman, Kevin, and the Hammer Skull. And that's too much for the greenskins. They run for the hills. You better hope this boar is quick. Those are the discs of Tzeentch. They definitely are. I'll catch you all in a moment. Alright, a little bit of fire applied, and these rebellious shrooms are tamed. We lost 11 in the fighting. I think that was probably mostly due to friendly fire from the flamers, and I'm here for that. We shall go ahead and we shall raise Chantillion for a good chunk of souls. Game their ancestors, give us a giant blade and 1,000 favor. Dragon Hooftaker has been gone and destroyed, and this isn't one of our vassals' lands, but we can go ahead and either settle it ourselves or just tell Leif to do it, which it looks like he's on his way in.
Vilitch the Curseling.
Plunder the Plunderers. We need to raid Chantillion. With the Soul of Damnation, too. Good old artillery. We'll probably not give that to Vilitch. This army is pretty well set up exactly how I'd like it. We'll just trade out these Flamers of Tzeentch for their flying counterparts.
The Puppet Master.
Alright, Vilitch. I think we're going to go ahead and give you point into Earthing, so we get into that Raider Arcane Conduit.
Bow to me.
Hammery Boy, we'll go ahead and give you. Let's snag the extra armor. We'll continue to make him more tanky.
Vilitch.
He's had no trouble clobbering everyone we've met with that hammer, so better tankiness works for me. Roger, you are a infantry lord, so let's go ahead and, or at least a melee one, so let's go ahead and give you a giant blade. 15% more strength and some bonus versus infantry. Also a bit of endurance sounds good too, since you're going to be in the thick of things for the most part. Armor of Destiny. Just keep winning. We'll give you the glittering scales and the earthing rod. Sort of might works too. Then here for the blue scribes, we go for the spell shield, the channeling staff. And I guess the fencer's blades. We don't want them to be dropping into melee at all. Keep them well away from melee. They have some pretty decent missile attack because they're so large. They've got the biggest screamer around, and it is unfortunately a huge target for missiles. 12k. First spin it here at the Doom Keep and the Altar of the Crimson Harvest. Let's go ahead and grab. The Treasure House generates 1,000 favor, as opposed to 1,120. We'd be getting 1,400, and then getting 1% more loot from those battle loot and sacking. I think instead, let's try to upgrade a couple of our settlements. So we've got Doom Keep we could. About the Foul Fortress, not yet. I know we can at the Troll Fjord. And that'll give us access to the Longship Builder as well. Spoils of War are interesting.
Our rage swells.
We'll do this instead because we already have the Chaos Shrine here, so the Spoils of War are making more gold already. Right off the bat. Right, sweet. So Malachi is taking still all of the attrition. At this point we could probably take him. I would like the Blue Scribes to join up with Egarl and then them to come on in and actually fight the battle. That way we get a bunch of experience to then send over to Vilitch too.
Fight then.
Gonna be 2 more turns in it before we can have them moved in together. So you know what? We'll have Egarl. Yeah, we'll wait for the Blue Scribes. We'll have Egarl sit there and you can just teleport through and we'll have them join after, but now we'll wait. All good.
You need a boon.
You need a boon. We'll also wait to go ahead and give you more units too. The Soul of Damnation would be awesome.
Eldritch winds, yes.
Yep, so let's go ahead and move over here. That we kind of keep an eye on what's happening with Gestalten near to our territory.
My prayers are answered.
Just keep blocking the bridge, sir.
The outcome is fated.
You have knowledge to share, fool.
No, he's probably trying to beg for his life. Got some shiny stuff for you. Is the fight not good enough for you, Works, is it? Getting obliterated from range with fire, is it fun? Oh, good. Both the Raven. Oh, this is actually not a bad one. It says it's negative, but Tzeentch corruption is nothing but positive to us. Ice Drake Fjord has embraced Zenith. I'd love to see it. Alright, well we do need to raid this province, so we'll just keep walking on through, even if we're not taking that much gold from it. Destroying our way across Tancred Castle, except for our vassals are doing pretty well here. Listen guys, I need you to relax. Unlike with Slaanesh, I don't gain... Reveal the Shroud for a few turns. I don't gain any souls with my vassals being alive. Blue Scribes go join him. We maybe... Hang on, quickly! I can. If I had jumped into teleport beforehand, we probably could have jumped through. So we did this a little bit incorrect. That's alright. We'll just do some more channeling then, get it all the way up to max, and then we can jump through as close as we can here. Yeah, Malachi's having a real bad time. I'm here for it. Raiding our way across. Harrison, you were blocking the bridge. Roger's besieging, and then Ventress, we want to move. I'm probably too close to this bridge here. The other two, only two places they can come from are across this bridge and up, and out from Alexandrinov and up, which are both options that they will definitely take. So back up here to Malachi and a turn.
Stop moving, brother. I'm talking.
Changeling is he's still raiding. Military alliance. Brother, what are you doing? I can get some Tzeentch units while he's still alive, but still, I'm not sure what's happening here. What about the 1020? We'll see, what about 2040? Now you're talking 2050.
This won't be regretted.
You keep saying that, and then you don't change your attitude. Alright, Egarl rather, is now attuned to Ulgu for ranking up in... Usually for ranking up in channeling stance. Let's find out.
Yes.
We don't get to find out, but this is indeed the one for ranking up in channeling stance, even though we're not quite ranking up. All good.
Now they will see true.
We yoink on through. Interns and Malachi's just gonna go ahead and give up. Works for me. All I'm doing is making him wait one more turn. Now we can't quite reach Tancred. I don't mind doing some raiding as we come on through here then. The Leif is likely to take it down. Definitely wouldn't mind you failing that fight.
Misrule.
Not even a little bit. We'll come on in and grab you that Greater Arcane Conduit. Gary, we can further specialize you, so Spirit Warrior for barrier and flaming attacks, Fated Protector or the Arcane Blaze. We're going to come back over to faster replenishment rate for our army. Every time. Alright, Harry boy. Looks like Oldest is coming on over to try to reinforce. It is too little too late, though.
The spoilers come.
Yeah, let's take down Alaric. It's only level 2. Come on, Harrison.
Now it's my
That's the
time.
way. Indeed. Give him the whip.
Chaos will rule.
Roger, you chill here. I don't think we have...
Dominance.
I always want to come in here. I don't think we have an Earl yet. Egarl is such a strange mouthful. His name's just Earl.
Yes.
It's either Earl or he gets turned into a Carl, so I'll let you all decide. Harrison, we'll go ahead and just make you better at assassination.
My prayers
Little practice never hurt. And then lastly, we'll just take a quick look at the provinces here. I'm happy to grab the spoils of war here in Vanaheim. Swing into Vilitch, where we are stealing a concerning amount of gold in the turn. Corruption Ritual. We've already had one of these. We can either join in for more souls or take over for more gold. I like the souls. Such a generous gift is the 1,000 twisted blessings. Think of all the needle teeth and tentacles it bestows. Skaven seem to like some jiggly wiggly tentacles quite badly. Quite badly. Earl, you and the blue scribes, you come on over here and join Roger's army here.
Yes.
fact, we come over and trade the blue scribes for just one of these other units. Just for a quick moment. Feral Manticore for the blue scribes. That'll do. Roger. Let's do the thing. Malachi's, he's all alone. You should have thought about it. Well, this is nothing but bullying Malachi. We do want to show off the blue scribes and what they can kind of do here. Even though we don't have access to a lot of spells off the beginning, but still, should be fun. Alright. One of the fun things I learned about playing Malachi against Tzeentch and some of the others, really any of the other factions that have single entity damage spells is he really doesn't like blue fire. Or Spear Leech, even with all that Dawi anti-magic. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw in the Shamps in the center. They do have artillery, and we have not a lot of ways to shut it down, so we don't really want to be close to that off the beginning here. It will take us a moment to actually stop it from firing. They really have a single grudge thrower, but still. Underestimate grudge throwers at your own peril. Got the Knights of Immolation. I'd like to use you all to go after one of the bomber teams, but I just want to keep everyone kind of compact. That way it's easy to, again, corral the baddies. Chaos Changebreakers must stay next to our line, otherwise they're going to get just shot to pieces. Manticore, the two trolls, which I'll put together on this end here. Oh, it's outside of our deployment zone. There we go, even if it's a bit janky looking. Yeah, that'll work. If they want to waste shots on the trolls, that is also perfectly fine. Behind the line. Ace in the Fallen. I'm just gonna hide you. You probably can't hide, can you? Here, the blue scribes, and then our Lord and Hero. In position. We'll take a quick look at our blue scribes. They have all of the Lord of Tzeentch spells. I think is the only thing they start with unlocked. The right angle here. There they are. The scariest blue horrors around by far. They will mess with one another. Constantly trying to distract him from his work. Why, you guys never get all the spells written down, so we get to start with, looks like, all of the Tzeentch spells. Every time you do cast, it randomizes which ones you have access to, but since it's going to be all Lord of Tzeentch, it's just going to be the same thing every time, pretty much. Let's grab all of our singularities with Aeson. Our infantry I'm going to put with the trolls. All in guard mode. Of the trolls. It'll do our missiles, Changebringers. Manticore, you go with group 1, and then everyone else in the Cav squad. I won the missile cav, or the missile cav up front. Alright, let's do it. Alright, blue scribes, we'll send your Sedan on forward to launch the blue fire of Tzeentch towards. You're very close, don't we? I wonder if blue fire received nerf whilst I was not paying attention.
We are the cunning.
We are the cunning.
Blue scribes.
Come on, fellas, we gotta at least deal with the
Who's steering? Not me.
this grudge thrower chucking stuff at us. Trees as cover. I don't mind just throwing them at these gyro bombers as we get around this corner too. They have emergency repairs where if they get below 50% health, they will start healing. But the models they've lost cannot come back, so it's not like a resurrection. It is a pure heal.
I wish I could cast them.
You guys cast without having to get any closer. You have to keep you. Oh, they're Just barely outranging you guys.
Throw
Throw the blue fire now. What's going on? Why they get caught up? Casting blue fire forever, huh? Because that's the way. Have him cancel it. Then try once more. I didn't think they needed to get any closer. There they go. No? Hang on now. My blue scribes are broken.
Sinche's chosen scribes.
Alright, well, what if we go for the pink fire? They get hit by one of those volleys, it's gonna be real bad. Let's see.
What was that?
Alright, well, they can at least cast it there. Let's try the blue fire again.
Go!
Without overcasting it.
Something. Show your smiles.
You can sit here throwing stuff at us the whole time.
Army of the dark gods.
I'm trying to figure out how. There we go. Our blue fire's fixed now.
Faster, minion.
Perfect.
Come on, disc.
Reinforcements have arrived. Indeed they have. We're just gonna continue to let the enemy come over here towards us. Oh look, a thunder barge appears. Get up, screamers. Now's your time to make me proud. Manticore, you go help. He's gonna run to the side. You need to fly away. They are focusing on those Doom Knights, but I'm impressed. Way to decrease those cooldowns. I love that they're dropping bombs on our trolls. Except the trolls are the one unit I don't mind. Oh wow, they're doing a good deal of damage to these trolls. Good on ya. Chain guns start to fire away. Warhounds stay nearby. You'll be perfect at dealing with these slayers. That's a lot of our magic there. I figured they were just gonna try and run. Which, I mean, it's not as like it's a surprise. No one wants to get taken out. Those are some very, very accurate single grudge throwers, but it's work. And bombing our dogs. Not much we can do about that one. Just the way of the world. I love how bad the screamers are doing at actually running this thing down. I figure they get a lot more damage than they are. Alright boys, everyone forward. Let's go ahead and have the changebringers go to the side. The Doom Knights even just not doing all that well. Okay, so Doom Knights, you come on away. Let's go after Malachi himself. There's not very many of them, but we're not doing a very good job of making Zeech proud here. Alright, Store of Fire's coming on down. They did manage to beat them pretty effectively. Let's charge through here. Doom Knights lost the fight with Malachi bad. Not something I was expecting. He is a Slayer, but he is not very great in melee. He's not supposed to be, at least. Mason, go ahead and melt these poor fools. Blue Scribes, please watch out for the Thunder Barge. I guess his is the permanent one now. Doom Knights are not managing to get away from combat, which is bizarre. They are choosing not to break from out. There we go. Because they just ignored the order the first time. Veering towards these boys.
The schemer's servants.
I would just charge on through. We need to deal with Malachi. One more blue fire. Alright, they got rid of those bombers. There's a couple of them left, so we'll go ahead and just bring the Javelin boys around. That's funny. Oh, those are Slayers. Get them away from that. I thought those were the other kind.
They will succumb.
Start melting the big blimp here. I probably need... Where's my Deathcaster?
Consumed by chaos. Bolt of change.
Consumed by chaos.
Slaughter them.
Big horse, come on up, fire on this big blimp. You also fire... I think we've been shooting the Scribes the whole time. This is not the best showing, but we did deal with Malachi. They can't be scared off, so let's go ahead and drop the... Not really nothing. Sit there and throw fireballs at him.
Yes. These rocks. Kill them.
Jump back to that Slayer into orbit. Malachi has put in some serious work. And down he falls.
Charge.
Now to the rest of these Slayers here facing against our normal, those are aspiring champions.
Harvest this.
He did it. Look at that. Resolve probably would have done a little bit better. Did some pretty serious damage there. Right, an inglorious victory, but we'll take it all the same. 509 souls. A little bit less than we probably would have had we gone for it sooner. We could raise it for 230 more. Let's go ahead and just sack the extra experience. We can give over to Vilitch as well. Vilitch is a sneaky boy. Taking down the Slayer Engineer, Malachi has finally achieved the glorious death he has always sought in a fair fight at the hands of a worthy adversary. Extra rank for artillery and more missile strength for the entire... Ooh, we need this on as many Tzeentch Lords as possible. Gary has completed a challenge, and he has gained a Partners in Chaos boon and a Disc of Tzeentch. Good for you there, Raja. Wait, I'm sorry, who got the Partners in Chaos boon? Oh, it was probably Gary, yes. So less cooldown for all spells and wins of magic too. Alright, perfect. Skills for the blue scribes then. We could funnel more magic. Or we gain more magic. Which I'm thinking Gyron or Heesh are a really fun idea. Gyron for healing, Heesh for just ridiculous reload speed with time. It's not time of muck, that's the Cataclysm. Oh, I can't think of the name. So we're gonna go for Gyron since I've forgotten.
Sworn to the architect.
That's what I get. Rolja. 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 We'll go for Devoted of Chaos. And
Tzeentch's will.
Gary, I like the spread corruption. We need to get Tzeentch corruption up as high as we can.
By the eldritch eyes.
Alright, so Roger, you need the replenishment more than anyone else, and this is a dark fortress. We are going to move on in and claim this for myself.
Is mine.
Yes, indeed. Go in the Iron Mine immediately. Armor for Chaos Warriors faction wide. I'd love that to be Chaos Warriors and Chosen. The extra 10 armor doesn't really matter that much for Chosen, but it should be for both. We'll go for raid trophies here with Z-Screw. We get the Changebringers through our gifted, obviously. We actually can't get more than 2 of those at once in the pool, so let's go ahead and quickly recruit these. Marauders are expensive, more expensive than I thought they'd be. That's fine. Means I'd kind of like to change one of these gifts off of our Changebringer gift. So Flame Weavers will go ahead and switch out for maybe back to the research rate. Oh, hang on now. Ammunition for all Tzeentch armies. Experience gain for all Tzeentch Lords and Gaze of Fate too. That is going to nuke our souls though. It cost 500 to get this one up, so we'll go back for Forbidden Knowledge. It costs a little bit less to activate. Oh, they've got a Wah. Perfect. That is the most perfect. We'll move on Tancred Castle here. It's still defended by plenty of greenskins, so we will pick up the next battle with a siege where we are fighting the chivalrous Skull Smashers and their Bretonnian Knight Orc boys. Should be a lot of fun. But thank you all so much for dropping by today's Vilitch the Curseling campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, I'm going to leave a like for Light God and a sub for the sub tone, and I'll see you all in the next one.